Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing? This is your girl, Mommy So True. If you are new here, a special hello to you. Welcome to my channel. You guys, I'm a thriver, I'm a survivor, and now a warrior of narcissistic abuse. I am determined to grow out of it. I'm determined to glow up, grow up, and thrive, okay? And I'm here checking in with my beautiful people. To all my lovely subscribers, what's up, you guys? I hope you're doing fantastic today. Y'all know that my channel is all about me sharing my journey, my perspective, my knowledge in overcoming this. I know I'm not the only one, so I want you to know that you are also not the only one. And thank God for you. If you're here today, it's meant for you to be here in this very moment watching this very video, because the narcissist thought that you would never figure them out. They thought you would never figure them out. And here you are figuring it out, figuring things out, figuring them out. If you haven't already figured out what you've been dealing with, who you've been sleeping next to, or who has parented you, you now know. And they thought that you would never figure it out. Come on, everybody, let's talk about this today, y'all. See, the narcissist thinks that we're so loving, sweet, and caring that we will forever hang on to hope. You know, they think that because we fell in love and we opened our mouth and said, I love you, because we fell in love and we opened our pockets and gave our last and did things that are unreversible, things we can't take back. Because we did all of that, to them, it was game over. The moment any of us said, I do to a narcissist, I will, or I love you, it was game over. To them, they had us. They had us and they knew we were never going anywhere. And even further than that, they knew that we are now added to their list of supplies that they have ruined. Because before you, the narcissist was ruining other people. There is a list, probably a whole book of people who have suffered in the hands of this same very person that you have. They thought you would never figure them out. But man, it's 2023. Every narcissist on this planet is doomed. They are doomed because you only hung on because you have morals and values and you are a committer, a lover. You know how to dedicate yourself to a relationship. You only hung on because you wanted to see the best in them. You wanted to make sure that your marriage is a testimony. You only hung on because of the type of person you are. You're not into breaking a home. You didn't just get married for nothing. You didn't just have children with this person for nothing. But thank God that we have something called the internet. Thank God that we have life coaches. Thank God that we have psychiatrists. Thank God we have books. Thank God we have something called Google. Because while they thought you were being so hopeful and you were so stuck in the relationship, every time something happened, you picked up your phone and you were on the internet trying to figure out, why does my spouse hate me? You Googling stuff like, why does my husband or why does my wife give me the silent treatment? Why does my wife think that it's okay to disrespect me all the time? Why do I feel like I'm unseen in my relationship, in my marriage? Why do I feel like my parents never hear or will never understand me? Why do I feel like my siblings are against me? Why do I feel like my siblings are treated different from me? These are all the things we end up looking up and educating ourselves about and figuring these people out. These are all the things we end up putting together and figuring out what is happening in our world. We have become educated empaths. While we were in love, while we were giving, while we were in the situation, we weren't just stupidly in love. We were in love so much that we wanted the same thing back, and it led for us to go and get educated. Go and figure out why we weren't getting the same thing back. Why isn't this person capable of loving me the way that I love them? What is wrong? It can't be me. So I'm forced to go on the internet and figure this thing out. And now I've figured it out. I now know that you are a narcissist. I now know that everything you've done, you did it because of the character that you have. I now know that you idealized me, you love bombed me, you pulled me into a dead situationship because this is how you live. This is how you get a thrill out of life. Nothing else makes you happier than seeing somebody crushed. I now know that. I have figured you out. You didn't think I would because I was so blinded by this fake love that you've shown me, this fake love, but it didn't work. And it only worked for so long. Because the type of person I am, my love is real. So all that future faking, it just did not work out. I was actually planning a real future while you were faking one. And eventually, enough became enough because planning, what is that with a narcissist? There is no planning. There's a lot of disappointment. There's a lot of lying and setting you up to think that there's a plan when really there's nothing there. See, the thing is, this whole time, the narcissist needed you. You didn't need them. They needed you. This person lives a lifetime of just collecting relationships like trophies. And knowing that they met this person, this beautiful person, knowing that they met someone who didn't see their own value, it excited them to know how they can destroy you. It excited them to know that you're about to be put up on that shelf as another one of those. It excited them to think that by the time they were done with you, you would be left in so much destruction that they would get away and you would never know what they are. You would just be stuck in confusion thinking that it's your fault, and it was your fault. You will blame yourself for how the relationship was and how it ended. And they think that they've done so much of their homework that you will never do enough homework to figure them out. The narcissist thought that you would never figure them out. But unfortunately, you've figured them out so much. You've now become such a strong and resilient person. It's crazy. They've educated you about who you are. Now you know that you are an empath, and you understand why you even fell in love with a narcissist. Now you know to never ignore your intuition, to never ignore red flags. Now you know. You know a whole different language now. You understand what the narcissistic cycle is. They have taught you a different vocabulary. You understand what it's like to be around them. You understand what it's like to be tricked by a narcissist. And you now have the strength to see it, to walk away, and hopefully to block it. They thought you would never figure them out because they never thought you were smart enough. They never realized that throughout the relationship, everything they were doing, you were taking mental notes. As much as you're an imperfectly flawed human being, you are healthy enough to recognize all of the unhealthy traits that this person brought in your world. You saw it. You realized that right after you married them, things changed. It was not the same. After you married them, they became a different person. A monster revealed itself. And you were taking notes. No matter how long you sat in that marriage, you sat back and you've been taking notes all these years, all this time. Until you finally figured it out. Until you finally came across that one video on YouTube that connected all the dots and made it make sense for you. You finally figured them out. Now you have the ammo, you have the strength and the wisdom to file a divorce, to walk away, to separate, to disappear, to cut them off, to go no contact. You figured them out enough to even figure out what no contact even is. You figured them out enough to figure out how to even muster up the strength to go no contact, to stay no contact, to stay away, to ignore them when they come back with their fake sorry, I'm sorries. You figured them out enough to know that they are just a sorry human being. No, you're not sorry for what you've done. No, you're not sorry for all the things you've said. No, you're not sorry for showing me that you're a snake. You're just a sorry human being with a sorry ass character. You've been doing your homework. Just because you said I love you and I want you and I'll give my all to you does not mean you said I will die for a narcissist. It does not mean you said once I find out that you are not like me, once I find out you are completely opposite of me, that I will not run from you. They never thought you would figure them out. They thought you were just stupidly in love. They thought you were just so wickedly nice that you would never stand up for yourself. They thought you would never figure them out. Lo and behold, you've done more than figure them out. You've now figured yourself out. You now know you can do battle by yourself. If that's the case, you now know, wait a minute. I am actually an empath. I can do better. I will do better. I owe it to myself to do better and to be better. Because I have figured you out. I now know that I am not the problem here. I am not to be blamed. I'm not supposed to be perfect. I'm supposed to just be me. And I'm supposed to love me for me, and you are too. And I figured it out, and I see that that would never happen. So I'm okay with walking away. I'm okay with turning my back. I'm okay with living a different life. I'm okay with going another route. I'm okay with knowing that you future faked all these plans. They were never going to happen. And I need to just stick to my own plans and trust the process for my life. I have figured you out and know that your approval of me does not matter. What you think of me does not play any role in how my life is going to go. Your judgment of me and where I should be in life and what I should be doing does not matter. You figured them out and they never thought you would. You figured it out. You don't need their approval. You don't need their okay to exist in this world. You don't need them to even feel loved. You are love. Love is you. They never thought you would figure that out about yourself. They never thought you would actually see the value that you carry, the same value that they know you have, that they've been trying to blind you of. They never thought you would figure them out. As a survivor, I'm so proud of all my survivors. I'm so proud of those of you who are figuring it out, who are trying to. Because you're tired of ignoring red flags. You're tired of living an empty life, a life that's not going anywhere. Enough is enough. You're tired. It's time for you now. It's time to live for you now. They never thought you would figure any of this out. And you have. Keep thriving, survivor. You are in your healing. You are on your healing journey. A place that they never thought you would end up. They never thought that you would even take accountability for your own issues and your own flaws to go and get your own help. They never thought that you would shake it off and wake up and keep going in spite of where they've left you. They never thought that you had enough strength to actually get out here and do it by yourself, to wake up every day and keep going, to try again. They never thought you had it in you to keep doing it. They never thought you'd figure them out. Share your thoughts, share your experiences, share your testimony in the comments below. Like the video if this resonated with you. And I will see you guys next time. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here with you. You're not alone. They never thought we'd figure them out, but we have figured them out. And now that we've seen them for who they are, we can't unsee it. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. I love you guys. Until next time, y'all, keep thriving.